welcome to FIFA Saved My Life. Yes, I am back. And again, obviously, if you are, thank you very much. As always, if this is your first time, thank you very much for joining me. It is a privilege to have you here. And of course, please hit that subscribe. Hit that like, and genuinely tell friends about me because I need that. So guys, what am I going to do today? Well, FIFA 19 has officially wrapped as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, it is over. Last week I played my last weekend league and that was done and dusted. Did well, got my rewards from that one. And again now I've basically called it a day. I'm off on holiday soon, so again obviously there is going to be a bit of a gap, which I will be doing different things, and I'm going to try different things between now and FIFA 20, which I can't wait. I had the beta, loved it by the way guys, absolutely loved it. Didn't do much on it because obviously you get banned if you put stuff on there and things like that during the beta. But I also, you know, I really found that it was amazing. It was more like a footballing game. It really felt like you were playing football. They were obviously going up against PES. PES has been known to really be good for playing football on recently in the last few years. This definitely felt a step up. There was lots of ball bobbling, there was control, there was again definitely a different feel in movement. I was a big fan. Also love Volta. That's going to be one of my guilty pleasures during the season. I think I'll be staying on Volta an awful lot. Can't wait for it. So FIFA 20 is around the corner. I get early access, and as soon as I do, I will be bringing it to you. But in between that, obviously, like I said, I'll be doing different things, trying out some bits and bobs, and again, when on holiday, bring you some different aspects of what I do as a YouTuber. But I'm trying to wrap up FIFA 19 at the moment. So FIFA 19, I wanted to show you my end squad. So this is the squad that I have ended with. I'm happy with. Could have been better if I had more money, if I had more luck. And we all know what happened to my luck this year. Awful luck. So again, obviously, we're now going to have a look at my end squad. Guys, put down below what your end squads were. Put down below what you think of my end squad. Is it good, bad, could have been better, what could be stronger? Still got some money in the old bankaroo there. I got about 140,000 coins. So again, there might be still someone I might have to add to. I kind of fancy adding Robertson left back and taking out Tellez. Number one, he's slightly better. He's 93 to 94. Number two, he matches in a bit more with my Premiership type side, which you will see in a minute. But as it is, as we stand, this is my final end game. The end game. So guys, thank you very much for watching, and yeah, let me know what you think. So this is it. So in goal, nice and easy, we have in goal, all mine are special. We have Alisson. Now Alisson's recently been bought by me. I bought him recently. He's only played 10 games for me, just because I wanted him as a finished goalkeeper. I've had him a couple of times and got rid of him once. Didn't really like him the first time around. Found certainly during weekend league he let in a lot of goals, so I got Lloris back. But as an end goalkeeper at 95, I felt he was a better option, and yeah, looks much better in goal. And he's been alright in the 10 games, to be honest. He's let a few goals in, and he's obviously kept a few clean sheets, so there you go. So that is Alisson. In defence, we have obviously, this is the lovely loans that they gave us, but obviously I already have Van Dijk. So I have Van Dijk, I have Sanchez, and I have David Luiz. So that is my end game defense, which is I love it. Davinson Sanchez is massively OP when he was a gold card. When he went into inform, he was even better. And now these are the stats. This guy has played 177 games for me. Only scored 1 goal, bless him. But he's played 177 games for me. He is absolutely rock solid in defence. We all know what Van Dijk's like. There's a nice 7 goals for him in 99 games. Oh, he's on 100. I've got to play one more game to get him 100. And the legend that is, and probably my favourite player of FIFA 19 so far, FIFA 20, FIFA 19, 1,541 games and 51 goals later, we have David Luiz, who is now an Arsenal player. This guy is just ridiculously OP. Although he's 89 rated, and I could have put in a higher rated defender, this guy is absolutely outstanding. Anybody who's had David Luiz knows how good he is. He just sweeps the defense perfectly. So if you've got a big guy like Van Dijk, you've got a big strong tank of a guy like Sanchez, and in that mix you've got a guy who just sweeps up and cleans up really well, and he's just amazing. I can't wait to get him again on FIFA 20. He is amazing. So we got left back. As I said, and I alluded to at the beginning of the video, we got Alex Telles. Again, this guy's played 838 games for me. One of my first decent pull on Tots, and one of my only decent pulls on Tots, but he's been with me all the way through. He is phenomenal. Again, let's have a quick look at how many goals he's got. He's scored 31 goals and 91 assists, and that is brilliant. We also have it right back. We have a Footies. We do have quite a few Footies. Footies was my favourite time during FIFA 19 as well. I thought they brought out the best cards. A bit late. Could have done with bringing them out before Team of the Season and then bringing Team of the Season out maybe last. I think personally reversing those two would have been much better. But either way, we had Walker, and I had 93 rated Walker. Turned him to a right wing back, and again have 300 games with him. He's got 15 goals. He does score some goals from the right back position. 38 assists, and his stats are phenomenal. Again, love this player. So in defence and we go from defence to midfield. So in midfield, I have to play Vieira in this position. And then I have Pogba in there as well. So Pogba comes in there. We have Vieira in there. I think actually mainly I've got Pogba in there actually. And we have, who do I put in there? I usually put in someone like there you go, that's right. And let's just stick the strikers in to make sure they mix up right. So we have, and again ignoring the loanies that you get, this is my, yeah, that's correct, that gives me 100%, and I think it's giving me that might be, there you go, that's better. So there we go. Sorry, I took them out to be dramatic, and then I've put them back in and put them in the wrong order. So we have Pogba there as your midfielder. Comes in. He is phenomenal. Number one, obviously he's 6'3", so again a beast in midfield. Absolutely balls it in there. We've got 218 games, 61 goals and 95 assists. That is phenomenal for a midfielder, and I've been playing him in midfield most of the time. He just pops up and scores goals. Silva, love him. He's got great control, amazing control on the ball. I've played 344 games with him, scored 66 goals and 92 assists. Again, he's become one of my favourites recently. He seems to come in and do a really good job. And my old favourite has been 709 games in Vieira. Now, obviously, he's only 91 rated, but again, he does link people up, so I've kept him in there. And he's also really tall. He's 6'4". Again, very similar to Pogba. He does win a lot of balls in the air and makes up for the shortness of Silva. So we have that one. Up front, recently, again, we're going back to footies again. We have Griezmann. I love this player. Absolutely love him. He's played 68 games, scored 43 goals. Most of those games have been weekend leagues, to be honest, guys. And he's got 14 assists. So you can see how good he is. That is a brilliant card. I loved him. And here is my best pull. And if you watch one of the videos, you can watch me nearly cry. We've got 526 games later, and 432 goals later, and 228 assists later, and a couple of yellow cards. Mbappe. Oh my God, this. Although David Luiz has been my favourite player because I've no one played him the most, and I've been most surprised with him. This guy I cannot do without. If I'm playing a weekend league, I have to have him up front. He will score goals for me all the time. So that is my starting 11, and again, as you can see, pretty much gives me 10 out of 10. The other way I can play it, and I'll show you in a minute, and I have swapped it around occasionally, but I will do that in a minute for you. So we have also in the lineup, we have these guys, which I'll stick in there. These are all mine, not on loans. And there you go. So they're all the loans that we all got recently. So my subs bench tends to look a lot like this. So we have these three out on there. Unlike he comes in there. There you go. And that usually is my subs bench. Now the other way I was going to talk about doing my first 11 is I can move him there. And he goes in there. So that's the other way, or again obviously he goes in there. So yeah, that can be the other way, helps out, or he comes across there and we have Q and there. So I have various different versions of it. The one I showed you first of all has been what I've been playing, but this does give you 10 out of 10 on every single player. And kind of I mix between the two variations that you've just seen, this one and the one before, just because I really enjoy using silver a lot more lately. So we got that with the substitutes come, and again obviously we cure this, not miss this guy out. This guy was an amazing one when he came out. I got him second time round. I've only played 30 games, but he scored 6 goals, 6 assists. He has turned out to be an amazing player. I wish I'd gotten the first time round. We have Sterling. Again, if you watch my video on Sterling and Van Dijk when they both came out, I said my favourite out of the two was Sterling. When he came out the second time around, I quickly jumped on him. I've played 35 games with him, scored 23 goals and 11 assists. I tend to play him at right wing back. Again, I tend to bring him on and he comes on at right wing back and he will just bomb it up there, and I score loads of goals cutting in from the right because I have both wing backs attacking, and he's been amazing at that. Again, obviously he moves him down to a 4, so I don't tend to play him from the start, but he tends to come on. We got Mertens, who I got once I'd got Mbappe the week after, and Mertens and Mbappe were a partnership for a long time, so you can say 362 games, 207 goals. Now obviously that doesn't look as impressive as Mbappe's, but at one point it was sort of 220 games, 207 goals. You know, the problem is I've used him mainly as a substitute, and like the last 10 minutes bring him on because he's ridiculously fast to bring on, and he just bothers defences and gives me something else up front. So he's been absolutely outstanding as a substitute recently, and yeah, he's done his job for me. We have Firmino. Again, love this guy. Got him second time around, 280 games, 104 goals from midfield is outstanding. He just scores goals wherever he goes, and again 93 assists is not shabby, guys, not shabby at all. We have Toretta. He came out second time around again as well, and he's only played 10 games, but I do bring him on occasionally just to shore up the midfield, or even just to go in right back, just to sort of cut if I'm going to have a holding right back. Then Bernardo Silva we've seen. We got De Bruyne. Love De Bruyne. I struggle to get him in the team a lot of the time though, because again he's not as strong as the other players, but again obviously 81 games played, 8 goals and 13 assists, so he's played his part. This has been my beautiful Richarlison. I couldn't wait for him to come out when we had the footies come out. When I got him, I played him a lot until Griezmann came out, and you can see that because he's had 188 games and 162 goals, 56 assists. This has been the surprise for FIFA 19 for me, guys. He's a 92 rated, but he scores more goals than anybody. Again, I play him as a substitute at the moment, but he tends to come on and score a goal. If I'm halfway through the game and I'm struggling, one of the two up front comes off, whoever I'm not getting the best joy with, and to be honest, he tends to come on and score a goal and finish it off. There's something ridiculously OP about Richarlison, and he will be one of my first purchases on FIFA 20, I'll tell you that now. Again, really, Thiago, you got Van Persie and you got Allen on the subs bench, on the reserves, just purely, if anything, just to make it pretty, to be honest, if anything. That's the highest rating I've got, which is 94. So 94 is there as the highest rating I've got. I don't think if you move him in I get a 95. No, so 94 is my highest rating that I can get with the team I've got. So 194, guys, a 194. That's my starting lineup. That's not bad, guys. I'm in Division 4. I keep on flirting around Division 4. Division 3 sometimes, but I've ended up on Division 4. I don't think I'll probably end up in Division 3 again. I'm not going to play enough games, but that, guys, is my final end game team for FIFA 19, and it's been a blast. I'm sad. I'm actually quite sad. I get quite emotional with it. I feel attached to these players. I've just told you a story on each of them. I remember when I've got them. I remember the great people who's been watching this channel sharing moments with me with you know, sort of we've got Tom, we've got iBond, we've got you know, Callum, we've got all the way back to the beginning, we've got, you know, sort of Mind for Mike and people like that, amazing, supporting my channel, which has been amazing. But again, they've shared the moments when I've gone and got these cards as well, a lot of them, at people especially like Mbappe was amazing. We went and did Vieira together one night. It took us like 4 hours, but live we did it together and we got Vieira. Again, people have always commented how good my David Luiz is, and they got David Luiz on the second time around. I already had him, so it was great. They've loved watching me get these players and then sharing the experience with me, and again, that's been amazing, and I can't wait for FIFA 20 to be able to do that as well, with hopefully some more guys as well, and we grow the channel. But at the moment, we are an amazing community. I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody for their support during FIFA 19. It doesn't mean this is stopping. I'm carrying on, but at the moment I am end gaming my squad. This will not get any better or any worse. This is a 194 with a great team of Alisson, Sanchez, Van Dijk. We've got David Luiz, we've got Tellez, we've got Walker at right back, we've got legend Vieira, we've got Pogba, we've got Akur, we've got Griezmann and Mbappe as my starting 11, and that is a great signing off starting 11, guys. Hopefully I do just as well in FIFA 20. Can't wait to find out, and again, can't wait to see what you guys do. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit a subscribe. Remember, I give 50% of my profits to charity. It means a lot to me, so please subscribe. And again, obviously hit a like if you like my squad. Thank you very much, guys. Take care of yourself, and if you can't take care of yourself, you got to find someone who can. Thank you.